The NDP's communications guru, Sandra Jackal, of course, has denied. She says the boycott is still on. But Mr. Belanger says, no, I'll come on, Gormley. Buckley Belanger joining us now. What were you thinking when you said that?
Well, John, the 93% of the people, according to your radio show, that said that they don't see a problem with the Premier owning property elsewhere, you can chalk me in with those 93%. I don't have a problem with the Premier owning property anywhere. Go ahead and own all the property you want. The point, John, that I was trying to make is the hypocrisy. Go ahead and own property in Phoenix. Nobody really cares, but don't be critical of others that have property elsewhere. That was the point, John.
Did you write this statement?
Yeah, well, it's my statement, John, and I take responsibility for it.
Did you write those words?
John, it's my statement. I will take responsibility for it.
Who wrote the words?
John, it is my statement. I will take responsibility for it.
Usually the caucus has a communications staffer who writes these things.
Those are my words. I'll take responsibility for it.
Okay, so do you regret any of those words now?
Well, no, the point I'm trying to make, John, is what's wrong with Duck Mountain? What's wrong with Lac La Planche? What's wrong with any of these resort communities?
You fished at La Planche. I fished at La Planche.
Yep. It'd be sure nice if we'd follow through with.
Have you been at La Planche in the middle of January in your bathing suit?
Pardon me?
Have you been at La Planche in the middle of January in your bathing suit?
Absolutely not, John. Absolutely not. And I don't own property anywhere except my home community. Now, I wish I could afford to buy a property.
Whoa, okay, so you just did it. See, I was going to ask you, are you appealing to that creed of envy and, fear, loathing, and envy?
Absolutely
so is this
John.
what you're telling New Democrats? Brad Wall might be a little better than people who don't own a second house?
Why is it, John, every time we get criticized, there doesn't seem to be anybody up there to explain what our position is. And the moment that the Premier becomes criticized, like you say, there's folks that will jump on a bandwagon and defend him.
Buckley, it is always good talking with you, and you and I have known one another for, oh my God, I met you probably about 1985. So it's a good thing. And again, it's Sandra Jackal, who runs the boycott of this radio show for Mr. Lingenfelter, said today, under no circumstances would you come on. You came out today. You and I don't agree on this, but you said your piece.
All right, thank you, John.
You take care.
Bye.
Buckley Belanger.